Good morning, guys. In my last session, we have discussed how data is generating from the various places, right? So, how data is generating from the various places, either it is different organizations, or it may be some public places or private places. So, these are the things that we have discussed, and some other applications of real-time world where data scans applications are held. That is what we have discussed in the last previous class. Now, today we are going to discuss how a project life cycle begins at the beginning, how the problem will gets arised in any business. Okay? From there, how this data science project will be taken starts, and what are the different steps will be there, how many teams can be participated in between those project. We'll discuss all this today. All right. So, in my last session, I have shown you one pig. What is a pig? This is the pig, right? So, based on this pick, I'm taking an example. So you can imagine in any business, this kind of situations will be arised, and how the other districts are going to tackle in their own area. You can imagine the things. So here, when we got an offer in one telecom domain specifically, so we could see a lot of people are jumping from their original networks to the this specific network. This is what happens. So when we get a good specific offer with a lot of benefits, obviously any person will attract towards this kind of offers and they will jump into their other networks. Now, the competitors who are already in use will be having a loss. No? That means they are going to lose their customers, the competitors' customers. Able to understand, guys? So, for this case, for the person Geo when he is launched, you know how much of people are like that they are standing on the queues somewhere to get the GeoSIM card. All right, this is what happened. So now tell me, what could be the actual competitor? He lost many customers. Of course, any other network is as a competitor for this person, right? Obviously. So let's take an example as so here I'm taking an example as in a business in the telecom business. Okay, I'm talking about telecom business as a Aircell. Aircell is the customer. All right. So he has a lot of customers till that moment, and when the other business competitors are giving a high voltage benefits, so obviously people are turning out from this network to that one. Now, what is my business here? So let's imagine in Aircell we have 1 crore of people, customers. 1 crore of customers they have. Okay, and I could see on daily basis thousands of customers are leaving my business. It means they are not using my network and they are changing the number or they are taking a new number and jumping to the other number. This is the problem. So if I don't stop them when they are running out from my network or other, if I don't stop them, what happens? Someday there will be no customer in my area. So again, it will be a big business loss for me. Able to understand? So this is the biggest problem in telecom industry. So how to tackle in such area? How to tackle this understanding? How to tackle this problem? So know what these people has to do? So on immediate basis, you need to understand what actually people are attracted towards the others customer, other competitors network, and what is not available with us, and what is the availability things that are in the Airtel, sorry, which are in Geo. So I need to predict the people who are ready to leave at any time. Why? Because if I am, see, there are a lot of customers will be there. So I say, out of 1,000 customers, if I'm able to see which, what are the specific reasons for that people are jumping out, if I'm able to understand the specific reasons, yeah, if I give the same things even in my Aircell network also, I will be successful or not. There is a problem. So now they now their ultimate challenges at this moment is what? How to stop the people who are leaving my networks. Alright, yes. So I need to find out reasons. I need to find out the people as well. Okay, I need to find out reasons. I need to find out the people as well, and what attractive offers if I give so that I can stop the people in running out from this network. That is the biggest problem, the biggest challenge for this people. So already they have a lot of data in their area, and they are making services to the public. Definitely, they will have a area. I mean, they will have data. So what data that means? For example, the data could be like this. So this is ID of a customer. Let's say 1234. This is their information. Let's customer numbers. Okay, maybe they use prepaid or they may use postpaid. They may use how much of SMS charges on daily basis, how much of voice call charges they are using, how much of data internet charges they are using. Okay, do they have any signal strength problems or not? There could be a lot of things. Okay, and which location they are from, and what age group they belongs to, or the customer is from student background or not, or he is a business profile person or not. Because different people may use this my Aircell network. Obviously, they will have a different importance of their usage, right? So this is all the minimum information I will have. So finally, I will have the information. Yes, the person is churn or not. Churn in the sense here, are they left or not left? So some people might be left. I'm giving as one. Some people are not left. I'm giving as zero. Some people are left. Some people are not left. So here I need to understand because of what common reason that these people are left, and because of what common reasons the people are still, I mean, still in the same network. If I'm able to understand for what practical reasons the people are leaving, maybe is a problem with the signal, or the problem with the data usage, or the problem with some other SMS charges or voice charges, in which area I need to improve the skills. I mean to say improve the benefits for the customers or some other things. You would understand? So here, now my actual competitor is this. So I need to stop the people to get into this geo network. Okay. So here my project will be starts from here. So now these guys doesn't have that much of technical skills. So obviously they need to give this project to someone who can handle this situation and who can give a better solution for this problem. So these people will start giving this project to someone who is in the who is in the lead in the country. Okay, let's say my office. So this is my office. So that means, yeah, I reached a project from my client. So they, so as the initial part of your process, okay, your company managers or whoever leading the teams, so obviously they will have a discussion with the customer, I mean with their client, and they will talk about the situation, what is happening in their network. All right. So now here there will be different teams will be there. So I am taking the one of the team. Okay, so this team will be called as one of the major team you can call here. So depends upon the industry to industry, they will called as big data team. Okay, so these people will talk with the problem of, collaborate with the Excel and understand the problem. So they will try to understand where to collect this data. So if it is available with the Excel or it is available from the other cloud-based management, so they were going to collect those information from this big platform. So it could be anything. I said it may be a cloud-based data set, data place format, data center format place. Okay, and so this is called big data. So or it can be with the premises in the ASL only. So it can be anything. So it is called as big data. Big data means what here? It can be called as high volume, okay, or high complexity. High complexity. Let's say, so here I'm talking about 8 cell customers I have already like having the customers. So let's imagine you can imagine like 10 crores or 5 crores or 1 crore, whatever the data, which is high complexity, high volume. High complexity means you cannot understand your data uneasily. You need to put a lot of efforts. You need to put a lot of efforts. It's not an easy thing that we can do, yeah, on faster basis. All right. So that's kind of data is called big data. So this big data will team now they'll collect this data from here. They'll collect this data from here, and they will start processing these things. So there are multiple operations will be there. For example, so being a very big high volume of data, they are going to they make into some clusters kind of things. Because your single computer is not enough at this moment. You need to make partitions this data like this. I'm just telling you usually how it could be. So yeah, depends upon the organization capacity and their servers capacity and the computers capacity, all those things. So this will be, so it will make their data into split. So here imagine we are pulling a 100 GB data, 1000, yeah, it should be like this, not GB, 1000 GB data. So that means 1 terabyte. So when they get 1 terabyte data, my computer is not sufficient to run my 1 terabyte data. So these people will split this data into a parts, like 100 parts. Depends upon the size and the environment what they have. So here, what kind of technology would be working by this people? So we have Hadoop, we have Hive, Scala. Okay, there are many things like big. There are many technologies out there here. Zookeeper. So depends upon the, yeah, one more thing, Spark. So depends upon the company to company. This kind of technologies they are making use, and they will process this 1000 GB data into small parts. Okay. Again this is a big team and big project for these people, and yeah, they may work 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, depends upon their high complexity of data and their organization limits what they have. All right. So these people will be called as what I mentioned as team. Actually, those are called as big data engineers, or also called as big data architect. Clear, guys? So this is the thing that these people has been completed their part. Now after this what? Where is data science? Actual data science is where. Of course, this is also part of a data science team. Actual data science. Where is your analysis? Here, this thing is going to start from here. So now, when the, as I say, when the initial part of the discussion with the business, they will always, these people also gets ready to understand what is their requirements. Okay. So there will be another team will be called as data science team. Data science team. Now what these people will do, they will start collect this data from here. They will start collect this data from here. Okay. And they will start analyzing the things. They will start analysis. Okay. After that, they are going to come to some conclusion. Means they are going to get some solution, and they will provide the solution to the end client. This is how the process. So this is according to my experience. I mentioned this one. So depends upon the environment to environment. Again, there will be some internal parts. Internal teams will be available. That means the collective department will be different. The analysis department will be different. The conclusion part will be different. So you may get a job opportunity either of the any of this area, either of the any of this area. So you will be sitting at which place and what technology and what work they may be asked to do depends upon their importance. Depends upon the flexibility of the work and environment size, company, organization, brand name. So all this matters. All right. Yeah. So now the question is, what this analysis will do? I got it that collecting the data from here, but what actually the analysis will do? What they will understand here? To understand this analysis, no, now you should have a proper knowledge on two cases. That is, what the things that you has to learn. What the things that you has to learn from this analysis. That is the question. So here, your knowledge should be good, strong knowledge on statistics. That is a core subject. Without having the statistics knowledge, you can't do it. Good to understand this. Statistics is the core subject. Okay. And the second one is a little bit knowledge. If you have strong knowledge, it is highly recommended. And yeah, the forgotten mathematics in your childhood days, so you need to recall those mathematics. Yes, it is also a mandatory step that you need to understand. At the same time, yes, there will be some complex situations I am going to see in such area. My basic knowledge is not sufficient. It means my statistics and mathematics knowledge is not sufficient. So I need to explore in detail, putting some more time. So people are already developed from the statistics and mathematics, and they derive a new subject called machine learning. A new subject called machine learning. So many people are under confusion saying that machine learning is a tool or what. So it's not a tool, it's a subject of combination of mathematics and statistics. Make it clear, guys. So after that, I was required to make use of all this mathematical analysis in a faster and quicker basis. Because when I have large amount of data, I cannot take it all these calculations manually doing. So I need to make very faster. So that's why people have developed some languages called R and Python. So these two tools are going to help us to make faster calculations. All right. Similarly, yeah. So when my data complexity is becomes very high, so depends upon the scenario situations. I need to make use of my advanced learning algorithms. Okay, I will tell you what is algorithms in the sense. Okay, so there are internally some formulas are developed by in the machine learning course with the help of mathematical statistics. So those things are going to call as algorithms. What is algorithm? I will tell in detail. Okay, maybe in the next class or something like that. Okay, so here, yeah, so depends upon the case to cases. When my complexity becomes very hard to identify the solutions, so I need to take the help of deep learning. I need to take the help of deep learning. So what I mean, what else you can use the data? In what way we can use the data? So there are many ways we can use the data and we can make much more solutions to the clients. So I'm talking about one specific telecom domain. So you can imagine there are many domains around us, like it's a pharmaceutical industry, or it could be uh, marketing, supply chain management, or it could be insurance companies, or it could be banking domain. Okay? There are many industries are around us, or it can be a government projects. Wherever you have a high amount of data, you can apply all these techniques there to get some solution to improve their business. Not only for the solution to improve the business, because without improving any business cannot be run. So they need to keep on improve the business. That's what their objective is. Okay, and finally, yes, in the recent times, you may be here, people are talking about what? Self-driving cars, right? So to understand self-driving cars, of course, these all technologies, this all knowledge is required. And finally, you are supposed to learn something called reinforcement learning. So this is a full-packed course which may take 3 to 4 months in general. Depends upon the explanation of by the trainer. So is 6 months is 3 months is enough or not? Is the question. So it may take 6 months also. Depends upon how you are exploring. To get the job, 3 to 4 months is enough. If you learn properly, learning the classes compulsory, attending the classes compulsory without missing, and practicing is mandatory, daily 2 to 3 hours. Then getting the job is very easy within the 4 months or 5 months. So it depends upon how you practice and how you manage yourself. That's all matters. All right. So this is how the things are developed. So people are given a big name to all this platform. What is it called? AI, artificial intelligence. So this terminology AI is a big code. Okay, this artificial intelligence. So people will call us artificial intelligence. It's a big thing. Yes, it's a big theory. Never end course. Because it started from the 1965. Now still these things are under development. So how much development in the sense the creativity. So creativity never ends. Through it, the generations will be completed, but the creativity never ends, right? So in that artificial intelligence, yeah. So we are in the middle of somewhere learning machine learning. How you are making your machine a learned machine. That is what machine learning. How you are making your machine a learned machine. It's how you are making it trained. I will tell in detail what is exactly machine learning stands for. Okay, and uh, so in this again, machine learning is a big too big subject. In those again, deep learning is an internal part. Is one of the internal part. Like this. So depends upon how much you learn, how much you put your time. You can make yourself an expert in this area. So there is no end for the learning. Depends upon how you put your hard work. That's it. Hard work and smart work and efficiency. And understanding fastly, quickly, of course. How the explaining by your trainer also is most important. That is also one of the important steps. Okay. Yes. So being an statistician, definitely I'm going to give a strong knowledge to make you understand from the scratch level. As I said in my earlier class, either you know or don't know, I don't care. I'll start from the basic level so that my other persons also should understand data science is what with a full-fledged, completely in detail. All right. So yes, this is what I want to express. So how the project life cycle will be started from beginning to conclusion. So what the operations will be happens in between this one by one. So and what topics are required to learn. So in machine learning again we have many more things. Okay, machine learning we have many more things. Yes, and this is what I'd like to share with you guys. So in the coming session, and yeah, I will take a step by step process of the project. So I said only the life cycle, how we started from where and where to where. So let me tell some more point here. So because I feel I need to add some more point here. So come back. So this is the problem, right? So what the person is doing actually, I mentioned as yeah, the person is taking the collecting the data analysis and taking the conclusion. So yeah, with the help of these things, 5 or 6 topics, I am coming to a conclusion. That's what I said. But what happened? What is happening in between this? So you can imagine, as I say, this is my information of uh, the people who are using the Aircel, and I could see few of the customers are left because of so and so reasons. So I need to find out what could be the common reasons that these people are taking the chance to leave out the services. If I'm able to understand, so maybe in the next customer, these are the next customers. Let's say, as I said, every day thousands of customers are leaving. So this could be a next 1,000 customers. So if I'm able to understand out of these 4 people, which 2 people or 3 people may leave at any time, which 2 people or 3 people may leave at any time. So I will give the same kind of offers or benefits which are sharing by my competitor. If I'm able to successful that out of 1,000, yes, 500 customers are may leave at any time. So I will stop those people by giving the same business, being the same benefits. But I need to understand now within this short amount of time, are you are facing with the voice problems, or you are facing with the location problem or signal problem. So how to understand? So I will develop a formula with the help of this data. I will help a formula here. Like in your childhood days, you learn something called y is equal to mx plus c. You would recollect? Y is called mx plus c. This is what in mathematics we call as straight line equation. Straight line equation will help me to identify. That means I'm going to construct a mathematical equation. So in mathematically, we'll call this as an equation, mathematics subject. But in the statistics, okay, I will call as a model development. A model development. So I'm going to develop a model similar to this. Okay, and in machine learning world, we'll call it as algorithm. In machine learning world is called as an algorithm. If you take any other subject like chemistry, we'll call it as a normal formula. Like C2H2 plus O2 plus P2O2, something we will have in chemistry. So we will call them in formula. In mathematics, we'll call it as an equation. In statistics, I'll call as model. So depends upon the subject where you are working, where you are learning. Yeah, you are making use of some combined elements, some combined numbers, some combined mx plus something, right? So how it was happening? So what is this mixed element called? And how this mixed element will help me to find out who are the actual customers may leave at any time, because I could see, yes, let's imagine this, and these are the most common reasons. So if I see the same kind of issues even from these people as well, you would understand what I'm talking? If I see the same kind of issues in these people as well, now I will able to predict. Yeah, I will able to predict as, yes, these two people also may leave at any time. So what I will do, I will concentrate on these guys more. If I'm able to successful to stop these people and stay them in the same network, my business will be on the same page. Without issues, I can still run my, I can provide, I can run my business without errors. That is what exactly. So how you are going to predict these things, the unknown things? These are my unknown people, right? These are my known people, which is already happened in the yesterday's case. So these are unknown people. That means I don't know today how many people are going to live. If I'm able to predict these unknown people, I am successful. So this is the solution that you are going to give to your end client. This is one kind of solution. According to the problem to problem, this is one kind of solution. There could be a lot of solutions can be made when you have a data. When you have a data. So as I said, in the recent times, we are getting a lot of amount of data is generated. So we can make a wonderful solutions. Now you can see in the recent times, people are sitting in the home because of lockdown situation. So what happens? Indirectly, you are using lot of internet, right? People are using smartphones fully without stopping, spending lot of amount of time in WhatsApp, YouTube, Google. People are using work from home. So indirectly, you are making again a data generation, right? You're making a data generating things indirectly. So that means a lot of data again and again is getting generated. So how to make use of those data? That's how all the data scientists are thinking. All the big industries organizations have started thinking how to make use of this data, in what way to improve my business. Hope my session is clear. So if you have any questions, just raise your comments in the after looking at this video. Okay, and if you like it, please make it subscribe. So I will come up with some more videos going forward with some more. So I'm going to discuss all these topics, guys, going forward. I'm going to discuss all these topics going forward. We're going to keep on uploading, and I want your encouragement. So your encouragement may be when if you are subscribing, and if you ask your friends also get subscribing, so that you can have this advantage of learning of all these technologies. So it's not like we are going to. I mean, I'm not going to do every day, because whenever I get the chance, I'll keep on uploading. So maybe weekly, twice or thrice, I'm going to upload latest videos on the each and every topic going forward. Hope you likes my session. Please subscribe and give us comment and encourage me with your suggestions as well. All right. So we'll meet up with the uh, next topic with the what to say? Yeah, I will take a project, and I will tell the steps involved in this project. If I take this project, yeah, what could be the other steps involved? So how to begin the project? Collecting analysis. I said just three steps only here. But there will be a lot of things will be there inside in these three steps. So what are those steps that will be discussed in the next class? All right. So I'm signing out, guys. Let's meet up in again.